You know, you have nothing to lose by doing this. What am I talking about? I'm talking about changing the narrative of what you're saying to yourself. You gotta change the narrative of what you're saying to yourself. This is what God is saying to you today. God said you don't have nothing to lose. You have absolutely nothing to lose by believing, by trusting. You have nothing to lose when you believe. You can't not believe. You can't not trust. And you have to stop doing this if you are finding yourself in this situation. You got to change what you're saying to yourself. You know that internal dialogue that we have with ourselves that makes us question everything about our life, everything about us based upon the situations and the circumstances that we face in life? Change the narrative that you are having with yourself. That conversation when you are alone, when nobody else is around you, that conversation, change what you're saying to yourself, because that has absolutely everything to do with how fast you go or how slow your life is going to remain. Your life is going to speed up. Your life is getting ready to take, I mean, like a rocket. Your life is going to take a blast. And it's not going to be a blast from the past. This is going to be something absolutely new. God's going to do something new in your life. God's going to do a new thing in your life. God is going to do something in your life, family, that is going to shock the average person, and it's going to shock you. You know, when you be faithful in things that pertains to God, God will give you extra things. So God has to find you faithful. God is going to give you extra things. It doesn't have to appear that it's going to work out in your favor. That doesn't matter. This is where your faith has to kick in. It's going to work out in your favor. You got to tell yourself that. You got to have that positive dialogue with you and say, it's going to work out for me. Everything is working out for me, because it's the truth. God said, speak things that be not as if it already existed. What in the world was God talking about when he said that? He said to change the way you see things. He said in order to do it, you got to speak something different. So whatever you see that you don't like, God says speak something different over it. Whatever you don't like right now, family, God told you got the power. He said you got the authority to change it. We have to change these things. And you can't question the power that you have. Excuse me, you can't question the authority that you have. You've been given authority. You've been given power. You are so powerful. The enemy never wanted you to tap into that. The enemy never wanted you to believe that you have the power to change your life by what you say. He's going to make you question, how can you change your life by what you say? Because God created everything that he wanted to see by what he said. Listen, God created everything that he wanted by what he said, what came out of his mouth. You are going to create the life you want by what you speak, by what you say. And if you don't like the way the life is, change it. Speak life over that dead situation and it'll live. Whatever you say, you're going to have it. God is saying to you today to take authority and speak life over that situation. God is rooting for you. God is telling you to tap in. God said, I created you in my likeness and my image. Everything I can do, you can do it. This is a message from God today. God said, everything that I can do, you can do it. You belong to me. You have my DNA. God said, try it. Test it. Try it. And see, won't God open the windows of heaven for you and pour you out a blessing that you don't have room enough to receive. See, won't God allow the enemies to run from your life. See, won't God prepare a table for you in the presence of your enemies. God will make the enemy be at peace with you. You know, God will make people do things for you, family, that they don't want to do for you. Just like Pharaoh. He didn't want to let the children of Israel go, but he had to. And after he let them go, guess what? He regretted letting them go. You know, some people are going to regret letting you go, but it's going to be too late, because you're going to be long gone. This is a word for you. You're right there. You're right there at the brink of it. You are right there at the door. Your hand is on the knob, so you got to turn it and just walk in. Your whole life going to change. Your whole life is going to change when you begin to see yourself like God sees you. Don't see yourself like situations that you've gone through with. the test, the trial. No, family. You have to see yourself as an overcomer. You have to see yourself as more than a conqueror, because that's what you are. That's who you are. You are nothing no less than that. Your situations and challenges, they don't define who you are. You were built for it. No matter what you face in this life, you were built for it. It's not stronger than you. It's not tougher than you. It's not. It may feel like it, but it's not true. And you're not in the fight alone. You're not in the battle alone. God is right there, raging war. And did you know you have angels? The Bible tells us in Hebrews that they are ministering spirits sent to those of us who are heirs of salvation. You are an heir of God, and you are a joint heir of Jesus Christ. That's who you are. You can make it. You can make it. Tell yourself that it's going to take time. It's going to take practice. And it's going to take for you to discipline yourself, to change the way you think, to transform the way you think. You can do it. Tell yourself you can do it, because you can. When people tell you that you can't do it, they know you got the potential, and they're coming to suck that potential out of your belly. When they say you'll never amount to anything, they know you will. They know the specialness that you have. And if you ever learn that specialness, if they know if you ever learn the power that you hold, they know, family, what you will be able to accomplish in this world. You can accomplish so much. This is why it's so important to be around the right people. Get yourself away from wrong people. People that are not believing like Christ. Get away from these people. When you're on the path to destiny, when you're on the road to your purpose, you got to be careful where you get your information from. You got to be careful who you listen to. You have to be careful the company that you keep, because you have a desire to go somewhere. So when you have a desire to be more, to become better, and you are dealing with people who don't, you got to remove that self, because it's going to cancel out those parts of you that want to grow. God made no mistake when he separated you. God made no mistake when he isolated you. He is isolating you to bring in your wealthy place. God has isolated you for him to bring in the manifestation of his promise in your life, because he couldn't do it no other way. Thank y'all for tuning in to broadcast of You Are Enough. And I'm your host, Prophetess Nikki. Good to be here with you. Hang on, because the best is truly yet to come for you. I love all of you. Bye-bye. Talk later.